Good evening, everyone. So, prior to, well, prior to what's going to happen tomorrow, if not anything, was it? Is it tomorrow? No. Yes, it is tomorrow. Actually, no, that would be today. I'll check that details later. Oh, I think that's today. It is today. Okay, back to what I was saying. Um, Prior to today, once it hits 9 o'clock ish, we'll be receiving an update. Now, before this update comes out, I'm gonna go right into this and give you guys what's up. Now, between all three of these units, which units do you guys think you want? Is going to be the question. Now, I'm just gonna put it right there and tell you which units you should get. Now, most of you might be thinking, "Yeah, Marzex is cool. Marzex is awesome." He's not. I'm sorry to say, but he is 100% not worth getting. Dark Marzex is actually, well, believe it or not, actually weak. He loses in comparison to his original counterpart, the regular Marzex. Why is that? Is because Dark Marzex, actually is, how's to put it, very sucky. Let's just end it that way. First of all, one of the reasons why he's sucky is because the fact is that his art actually reduces his own HP. Now, he does begin with 100% more HP, but it also gets reduced to 50%. Now, his art also uses 15% of his own HP as damage, but still, he is not really that good. He's good as a collector item, but that's about it. That's one of the surprising parts about this whole thing. Now, he also does negate, or should I say, he does ignore damage. What? He ignores damage? How does that work? Is one of his passives? No, that's not what it's referring to. Wait, using Unleash Marzek's art, sacrifice 50% into, but combined with direct damage of 16,000% and 30 seconds of resistance ignoring damage, 15,000 total, is worth trade-off. They are trying to make it look like he's really good, but he is not. Now, let's get down to the other two units. I do not know how to pronounce his name, but Vogue sounds like a lot like the word vague. But Voges, I cannot pronounce that. Apparently, I suck. Alright, let's just go with V. I'm going to call him V. Just to get this video down, just to get this down and over with. V is basically a Earth version of Freed. Mind you, Earth gets a damage buff and break boost from passive? Wait a minute, so this is... Because if... Blade Master... V... I will have to do an... You know what? I feel like... Okay, I want your guys' opinion on this. If you guys want me to start doing videos on unit lore, let me know. Because some of the unit lore is pretty interesting. You wouldn't notice it very well unless you actually do read it. I was surprised when I was reading some of the unit lores out there. And I also found out that they also have comparisons to each other. It kind of blew my mind, but it also surprised me, and it also kind of made me a little interested in what's going to happen in the future. Alright, now let's get down to V. V here is really awesome. First of all, his skill increases his arts by 10, something that Freed does not do, mind you. Or does he do? Hold on, let's see. Hold on, let's see if he does. I don't know that detail. Oh yeah, he does the same thing as Freed. Okay, that's why they call him an Earth Freed. What a contradictory. I am proven wrong by looking at that detail. All right. Now V, as I said, basically is a Earth version of Freed, except increases all allies' accuracy rate by 50%. Okay, except he also increases your allies' accuracy rate by 50% for 10 seconds. Now that's pretty interesting, since there are some enemies out there that do reduce your chance of hit accuracy, especially the current boss that we have, who adds 100% evasion rate towards all damage. So he could come in handy if you just want to run a different team rather than have that constant, evasion debuff coming in. I believe it's the crystals for the, what's it actually, the crest princess, because she's just pain in the butt, and how she always evades most of the damage. Now, I gotta admit, like I said, right there is pretty good. But what's the contrast to this is that he may be an Earth version of Free, but he does not have the perk where he generates arts per damage per hit from his True Art activation. But mind you, he does cast his True Art faster than Free does, if I remember correctly. I don't know about that detail. I will have to test it. So, look forward to that one, because I will be doing a unit video on him as well later on today, if not tomorrow. And he also Art's break power 10% up and damage from enemies 10% down. What? So he is literally not kidding. He does more damage. So putting him with Arth actually increases that damage. Like I said, there is a reason why I stated that before, whether if you guys want me to do a unit story video, because it's very interesting how things work out in these unit stories, and I personally am interested in making those videos. Now, let's get down to Kane. Kane is actually, well, if you guys ever read the story or watch the side stories and everything, you find out Kane is actually Fenn's friend. Now, Kane, as everything implies, he increases damage to water elementals, like you read. I like the fact he also increases the human stats by 15%, which that could also be stacked with regular passives or regular skills, and increases critical damage, which is pretty insane. So you mixing him with, oh no, that wouldn't work, because right, Fen is considered, Freed is considered a god. So that's a very sad name. But anyways, I do love his True Art, which increases has a 50% chance of giving him back 200 art gauge, meaning he gets keep spamming his True Art if he has any luck there. That is pretty insane. Increases own art gauge by 1 for 5 seconds. Now, I don't know if that buff stacks well with if we get her in the future. Earth Mira actually boosts your entire team's not your entire team's, but rather all Earth units art gauge by 1 whenever she activates her skill for about a certain amount of seconds. Basically, her skill does the same thing as his skill does, except it affects the whole party, which I gotta admit comes in handy. So, in my book, I'm going to say this again. Like, what am I saying? Between the three that are coming out, I only want 2. Sorry, that's what I'm trying to say. The only 2 I would want is is Kane and V. Kane and V have my most interest, especially Kane here, since he's a True Art spammer. But I have no interest in Dark Mars X, being that he is well, how's to put it? Mr. Damages himself. So that's kind of lame how he could damage himself just for more damage. But he's I guess in a short sense a collector's unit. But with that being said, guys, I hope you do enjoy the game and continue to have fun. Let me know in the comment section if you guys want that, unit videos. Because I really gotta admit, it's kind of interesting how everything plays out in those unit stories. I personally like them, and I want to know if you guys want to hear them. So like I said, leave comments in the section down below, and continue enjoying the game. Have fun, and that's about it. Thanks for watching.